And every game that I went in playing against MJ, first of all, I was like, man, I'm happy it's just twice a year.
Hey guys, this is Dominique Wilkins.
Hey, this is Sean Kemp.
This is Gary Payton.
Hey, this is Pau Gasol.
NBA fans, what's up? This is Vince Carter here.
Hey, what's up? This is Matt Barnes. If you're an old school NBA fan like I am, make sure you check out the Basketball Time Machine with my man Sean David.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Basketball Time Machine. My name is Sean David, and I welcome you to your weekly dose of old school NBA basketball. In today's episode, I want to take a look at some of the funniest trash talk stories of all time. And when I say funniest, now obviously that is totally subjective, but I'm talking about stories that I personally really enjoy. Some classics, some new ones, just mix it up a little bit. But before we start with that, let me ask you guys for a small favor. If you're new to the show, please subscribe to the channel and like the video if you enjoy the content. All right, guys, let's do it. Now, every single trash talk video should have at least one clip of Larry Bird, since he's probably one of the funniest trash talkers of all time. So let's take a look at one of the greatest trash talking stories of Larry Bird.
But yeah, he talked a whole lot of shit, but I guess it ain't shit talking if you backing it up.
Yeah, I'm just
and
talking.
he was backing it up.
Right,
you know?
right.
And that was one of the greatest things I loved about him, and the fact that the story goes that when he played against Denver, they had a guy named John Hanslick. You remember John Hanslick?
No, I don't
6'7", Notre Dame guy, white guy, really good defender, right?
Okay.
They put him on Larry, and Larry was wearing his ass out.
Absolutely.
And Larry would run by the bench and tell Doug Moe, who was the coach, get him off me. That's
Right
disrespectful. No, that's disrespectful.
Yeah.
And it's like, what's disrespectful?
Yeah.
He says, disrespectful for y'all to put a white guy on me.
Yeah.
Put a black guy on me.
Love it.
Put a black guy
Now,
on
the
me.
next story that I want to take a look at is from Steve Kerr. And no, it's not Steve Kerr trash talking, but he explains his story so well. And it's not a player against another player, but it's actually a fan to Kevin Willis. Classic. Let's take a look.
I think there's some great stuff that comes from fans. There's some bad stuff too, some idiotic stuff. But there's always some fans that come up with some good stuff. My favorite was playing with the Spurs. Played with Kevin Willis, who you guys all know, one of the great guys of all time. And he's 42 years old at the time. And we're in Chicago. We're sitting there on the bench. There's a quiet moment. Fan right behind us goes, "Hey, Willis, are you single? My grandma kind of likes you." And the whole bench burst out laughing. Kevin turns around, points to the guy, and just smiles.
I would say the guy that just shocked you, Ken Norman.
Yeah.
Ken Norman. Snake. The snake. He ain't seen funny. He funny. Different funny. Okay. So I give you two of them. Our general manager, Pete Babcock, wore some bad shoes. So he used to always say, "Pete Babcock, do those come in leather?" And Pete would say, "Oh, not leather." And we bust out leather.
Would you say Kobe was one of your toughest matchups? Because I've seen a bunch of clips and a bunch of games where y'all was going head to head.
Like, no, not really. He wasn't my matchup because I was the one.
Yeah, you were the one.
So I didn't really have to guard him.
Right.
Which was the running joke for me because he always used to say, "So you're just going to play one-sided? You're just going to be just one-sided player?"
Right.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, yeah. You know,
wasn't guarding?
Yeah, no, he's like, I can't respect the man who won't take the. I was like, listen, Coach, I'm not dumb. All right. I'm not. Unless you're gonna make this a dribbling outside trying to get to me, but you're gonna put me in the post.
Yeah.
Right. You're gonna give me the little elbows. You're gonna do all that. No. Why would I try to lose a game trying to feed your ego?
Yeah.
No. If you want to guard me, good luck.
Yeah.
I already know I can't guard you in this post, but you can keep trying it yourself. But that's how he was. Oh, so you're just gonna play one-sided?
Yeah.
Is that what kind of player you are?
That's how he's talking to.
Just a one-sided player. How can you be great if you only want to play one side of the
He was
basketball?
like, man, I'm about to get my buckets in.
So he just does that. He just pokes. Just pokes.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I got him.
Back down. Yeah.
And then he makes you feel stupid for doing it.
Yeah.
Like it was just one of those like,
Yeah.
You don't win.
He talked a lot of trash, didn't he? A lot.
It was trash, intelligent. It was intelligent trash.
Right. Some people talk like reckless trash.
Like it was intelligent trash. Like he made you always second guess everything you're doing.
Right.
Like he always did, ooh, Like,
Yeah.
he always did. Like he always did. That's like, bro, you're not open, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna go help over there. Hey, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah.
Mouse in the house. Mouse in the house. You're not even in the pole.
Yeah.
Like it was just random stuff.
And the next story that I want to take a look at is also a classic one of Michael Jordan. You can't have a trash talking video without Michael. Let's take a look.
It's funny because we played against him in the Forum, and it was my 10th year in the league. So it was my last year with the Lakers at that time. We had drafted a guy, Anthony Peeler, from Missouri.
Lefty.
Lefty, exactly. So I hurt my ankle. So the trainer's like, I don't know if you're going to be able to play tonight. And I was like, well, we'll see. Let's just wait till game time. So Chicago's bus is coming down the Forum, and I'm walking out. MJ gets off, and he was like, B. Scott, what's up? I said, man, what's up, MJ? He said, man, I heard you ain't playing tonight. I said, yeah, I don't know yet. He said, well, if you don't play, who gonna guard me? I said, Anthony Peeler. He said, the rookie? Shit, 50. Swear to God.
Hey,
Swear to
no
God.
pause.
And so,
No hesitation.
no hesitation. So I go home, I come back to the game, got my suit on. The players go out to warm up, and then Anthony's coming towards the bench. And I say, Anthony, listen. He said he's going for 50 tonight. So what you don't want to do is piss him off.
Was there someone that you loved, you knew that back it up, Andy was going to talk it to you?
Believe it or not, y'all, Tim Duncan. People would not see him verbally saying stuff because he wasn't talking sentences. Timmy would hit you in phrases. Got you. Almost. What really, really, really pissed me off was when the trash talking wasn't affecting him. So now you spending all this energy trying to rile this up. You done forgot about your own game. You forgot about they coming to you that you're supposed to. And then that's when I actually quit talking trash to Timmy.
You were there. You were in the theater every single night. Do you have a favorite Bird trash talk story?
Oh my gosh! Well, probably my favorite one was we were playing in Phoenix, and we were way up. We were like 15, and we have the worst fourth quarter in the history. We're terrible, and Larry's bad. Larry's missing shots, throwing it to the other team, throwing it in the third row, and they come back and somehow they go up 2. So we have a play, out of bounds play. I'm taking it out, and Larry says, I'm going to bust off the play, and I'm just going to come out, and I'm going to shoot a 3. And I'm like, we're down 2. I'm like, no, don't do that. I'm like, let's shoot a 2, please. Go to the hole, try to get fouled. Let's just get into overtime, see if we can't win this game. And Larry says, no, I'm just going to bust a 3 on him. I'm like, oh, my gosh. So he tells the Phoenix bench, tells the coaches, yeah, I'm just fixing to bust a 3 on you guys and just go home. I'm tired of this. And he gets the ball, jumps out, busts the play, comes out, gets the ball at the slot, shoots the ball. As the ball's in the air, he kind of turns towards the Phoenix bench and yells, told you so. He stops running to the locker room. And it went in, and I just started laughing. I was like, oh, man.
Did you hear from Michael? Everything. I mean, from Michael, one time I know he started counting backwards. He said something like 38, and I didn't get it, Reggie. You know what I mean? And he started saying 36. I said, wait a minute. So he going backwards, but now if he get to 0, he got 40. But it was me and Michael had a lot of talks. So it was fun.
Now, while I was editing this video, I was asking myself the question, who would I consider the greatest and funniest trash talkers of all time? And usually when I ask myself those kind of questions, it always takes me a super long time to make my personal ranking. But with this here, it's super easy. To me, the greatest and funniest trash talker of all time is Larry Bird, and there's a simple explanation. Not only were his comments always super funny, but that guy would kill his opponents afterwards. And just to call your place and actually do that countless times. I mean, if you go on YouTube, type in trash talk Larry Bird, you get millions of stories. So millions of players giving you their experience. So he was doing that all the time. And that just has to be the coldest guy on the planet. So Larry Bird, trash talking wise, is my number 1. Second, I got Michael Jordan. He's almost as good. Not as funny as Larry Bird, but still also has some classic stories. Now, the third one is a little bit different. Now, I would not consider Gary Payton to be a funny trash talker, but he would be in your ear throughout the entire game. So Gary Payton in my all-time trash talking list is number 3. If I would have to add another player, I think Reggie Miller was also a pretty good one, especially when he was playing against the New York Knicks and John Starks. I think he had some very, very interesting ones, and he would get under John Starks' skin all the time. So that would be my top 3 plus an honorable mention in Reggie Miller. I would like to know from you guys, what are your top 3 trash talkers of all time? And I would like to have that in a particular order. So rank it from number 1 to number 3. All right, you guys, that was it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hopefully I'll see you next time on the Basketball Time Machine.